Hey guys, Shrisham here. I'm just gonna try to keep this video short. I'm gonna be making a video on kind of customer relations with me, and I work on people's guns and stuff. Now, if you're interested in having me work on a gun for you, you can ship your gun to me. Now, that may get kind of pricey, but locally, the prices, the tech prices that used to be around here, it would be cheaper to pay for shipping to ship to me and have me work on your gun, and it would be like still cheaper, a good bit cheaper to do that. So some other shops in other states have better prices, but if you have really expensive prices or there's even no shop around you, please, I will do everything you need. Now I recommend spending about 100 to 120 on your gun to get it shooting really nicely, and that's what this was. This costed about that. So I'll go over what's inside of it. This is Will's gun. He's actually local, and his brother, I'm working on his brother's gun. They both use SR10s. So basically, I put 1301s in here, ZCI 1301s, ZCI spring, SHS piston. The cylinder I had laying around, so I put that in there for him. So that was free, really. ZCI motor, Sigma MOSFET, and a 11.1, and he spent about 130 on all that. He bought an 11.1. He bought all these parts in here and paid me $20 to work on it. So I charged $20 to install all those parts. Where the local airsoft shop that used to be around here, they closed down. They would have charged $40. They charged $40 for guns that you didn't buy there, and then $20 on guns you bought there. And they also would have charged more than I do on upgrade parts, because I get upgrade parts for a really good price. So overall, it would be about half the price to give a gun to me than go to that airsoft shop. And I do admit other airsoft shops aren't as ridiculous on their prices, but still, coming to me is a lot cheaper. And I back my products up. For example, these bushings here are bearings. Sorry, KWA 9mm bearings are from his brother's old gearbox. Now, I ordered bushings for his because this is going to be shooting a little bit faster. This gets about 25, 26 RPS with that 11.1, and I'm actually using the stock bearings, which may not be a good idea, but Will has a lot on his plate right now, so I'm just using the stock stuff. Now, once these blow out, I'm going to replace them for free. Let's say the one under the spur blows out, which is the most likely. I'll just replace it. I'll just put another one in there for free. I'm not going to charge him any money. He just brings it over and to my house because he lives really close. Or I can go pick it up from him. It just depends on what I'm doing. And I can get it fixed for him within like that day. Like, it depends on what I'm doing, how busy I am. But normally I'm not busy, so I just go and I can do that the day that I get it from him. And he can come pick it up whenever. So I back my products up like that. Now, if you're out of state and you have an issue, you can even send it back to me and I won't charge you, but obviously shipping's going to cost. So for locals, it's a little bit better because there's no shipping involved. It's just driving over if you have an issue. Now, this Sigma MOSFET actually broke, the one that was in here. Basically, when you put the stock in, it was cramming it, and then when you pull it out, it was stretching it. So basically, one of the little wires, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a connection. It's not really it's connected to a wire, but it's like this this circuit board thing. I'm not an expert on MOSFETs by any means, and it pulled out and broke. So, I contacted the guy. I had one of these laying around. Okay. So I put that one in his gun, and his gun works now. And this is the replacement that just came today. She shipped it out 3 days after it broke, because it broke on the weekend. And then there was Memorial Day, and then he forgot to, he went to go ship it, but he was too late to his post office. And then he went and shipped it, what was it, 2 days ago? And I got it, so perfect timing. So he sent a replacement, no charge. I didn't have to send him the MOSFET for him to review. This guy is top notch. This guy is amazing. He doesn't question you. He's not a butthole in any way. He just sent me a new one. So this is the replacement, but this is for his brother's gun because I took the one that was going to be for his brother's. So if you're interested in these cost about $20. So $20 will be tacked on to your receipt, I guess you could say. On what I order for you. So $20, and then I'll charge $20 to install. But if you're just doing this one upgrade, then I won't charge you as much. I'll probably just do $10 so 30 total, and I'll install this for you. But generally, I recommend to do like a whole upgrade, like what Will and his brother are doing, which is gear replacement, piston replacement, MOSFET, 11-1 lipo, greasing, cleaning it out, re-greasing it, all that sort of stuff, AOE correction, all that sort of stuff I do for $20. And some retailers may not even do that to their guns. Like, they might not even do AOE correction. That's just something I do with all the guns. It makes your gun quieter, and it actually, using a metal rack piston, it's not as likely that you're going to break a piston anyways, a metal rack piston, so it's not like AOE correction has to be done, but it makes your gun so much quieter, which just in turn sounds smoother. And I did Sorbo to this thing, and with a foam-filled suppressor, and listen how quiet it is, especially if you're on the other side of it. It's just a muffled sound. So when there's actually ammo in here, it's quieter. And before he had me upgrade this, his brother was actually saying how nobody knew where he was when he was shooting because of the suppressor. But with the Sorbo, it's even quieter. So it's even better. Now, this gun cycles really, really well on semi-auto. Okay, so you're never going to be able to do that with a stock gun. And this is a basic MOSFET. There's no ECU MOSFET in here. The trigger pull is standard. It's, kind of long. But you can get it going. It doesn't lock up. And that's the beauty of upgrading. Like, this is a high torque motor. Although, it's a balance motor. It's a ZCI balance, but it's much torqueier. It's got neo magnet, so this one is almost impossible for you to lock it up. And sometimes you'll hear hiccups. You hear it hiccup, but it doesn't lock up. So, you can get 2 or 3 shots off real quick, but it's easier just to shoot normally, not do that kind of crap, but that's just fun sometimes. Rate of fire. Those are with the stock bearings, which it doesn't sound the best. The gears are shimmed beautifully. They're greased. The height, I actually took this apart, obviously, to replace the second MOSFET, to put a new one in here, and there was no abnormal wear on the gears or anything. It was shimmed properly. Everything is greased properly. I actually did not add a drop of grease because it was all greased properly. Let's pull this battery out. So there you go. Got a Sigma MOSFET still in there. I actually wired it so the one wire is shorter so that it's not longer, so it's not putting stress on that part that popped off before. So that should prolong the life of that. So that's basically what I do. I do your essential upgrades to get higher speed. Now, if you want really higher speed and trigger response goes hand in hand, really. I've done some builds with 7.4s with outstanding trigger response, but generally you're going to want to use an 11.1 if you want outstanding trigger response, and when you use an 11.1 you're going to get higher speed. Now there's obviously ways to negate this. You can use a higher torque motor like a ZCI high torque, which is what I use in my gun, with a big brick 11.1. It's getting like 20 RPS, which is still lower, so that's more realistic, so you're not running through ammo real quick, but it's got amazing torque. Although I really like the performance of this. This is the second ZCI high torque I have installed, but the first one with 13-1s. I'm doing I'm running his stock KWA motor because he's going a cheaper build, not upgrading the motor, which is fine. He doesn't know much about airsoft, or at least internals, so that was my choice, just to run this, and that keeps the cost down, because I had to buy him a battery, one of these, which should be in today. Actually, his 11.1 should be in today. It's the same brand from Hobby King. I'll wire that to Dean's. If it comes today, I'll wire it to Dean's and then install this MOSFET while I'm wiring the battery to Dean's and wire it to the trigger contacts, size all the wires and everything, and then I'm waiting on bushings for it from China, so those should be here next week. So I'll put the bushings in when I get them, and then shim the gears and throw it together. And I will have a video end of next week on that. I already have a video on my channel of this, and then also the UMP will be here tomorrow, so stay tuned for a video of that. And the N93 will also be here, but I may not make a video on that. I'll see. I may wait till I get my taps from Evike, and those will be here end of next week too. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Saturday as well. So I don't think there's anything else that I've got to say. I really do like upgrading people's guns, especially when there's no issues. I was really disappointed that the MOSFET broke on this, on Will's gun, and I thought it was just the motor connector at first, but no, it was the MOSFET. I got it back from him, and I was like, oh, No, I was so disappointed, but that he had an issue already because he got it back. He only had it like a week. He didn't get to play with it, but he's going to play with it this weekend. So, no, actually next weekend. He can't go this weekend, so I'm going out with him next weekend. He'll be using this, and his brother will be using this. Hopefully, those parts are in here from China, so I can get this up and running, so he can play that next Sunday. So that they can both play. So thank you for watching. Sorry for the long video, but if you're interested in ZCI 1301s, I am making a review on ZCI 1301s right after this video is up. So thank you for watching, guys. If you're interested in any upgrades, just let me know. You can send me in your guns, and I will upgrade them, and I will make a receipt for you if it's out of state. If you're out of state, I will make a receipt. I'll write down what I buy, what price, and then what I charged, and what I did on the inside of your gearbox. And then I will put that in the box and send it back to you. And I'll make videos on YouTube channel so you'll be able to see the performance. Some people seem to be more picky with guns, like, oh, what's this, what's that? Like, oh, there's a scratch here before I gave it to you. You can't be that picky, okay? As a customer, you have to be willing and able to work with the person that's working on your gun, which Will did really nicely. He really did not complain about anything. He was very respectful, and his brother's the same. And I don't know if that's because they're just respectful kids, or if maybe they don't know a whole lot about airsoft, so they don't know what to say. I'm just kidding. It's more they're respectful. They are respectful people. They went to my school. I knew them. They were one of the nicer people there because my school really did suck. I'm glad I graduated. Plus, I will be shooting graduation balloons on that UMP video, so stay tuned for that. And I may have some that I'm going to shoot for the shooting test that I do with this. But that UMP, I will be shooting some graduation balloons, so that's a plus, I guess, if you guys want to see graduation balloons explode. So, thank you for watching, guys. I don't think I have anything else to say. I do all sorts of upgrades, so I know where to get good parts. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, I can go, on a China website and buy something, but you'll have to wait a little bit longer. So normal wait time is about a week and a half, because if you send me the gun, and as soon as I get the gun, about a week and a half later it'll be done, because I have to order parts as soon as I get your gun. As soon as I get that cash, I order the parts literally that night. And then they ship out, and then I get them, and then I install them. I install them right away, but it's basically I have to wait on them to ship and you to ship if you're not local. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later.